the last 30 days, I spent $15,436.32 on Meta ads. We generated 102 leads, 40 workshop purchases, and 91 book calls. We sent out a total of 22 proposals. We signed 12 new clients. The total value was $93,800 and cash collected was $43,750. Okay, so today I want to show you 4 key things. The first is I want to give you a live breakdown of my Meta account and just show you the simple structure that helped us get these results. The second thing is I want to show you 2 creatives that are crushing it for us that you can replicate. The third thing is I want to explain quickly the 2 different offer funnels that we ran, one being direct response, one being workshop. And the fourth thing is I want to tell you exactly how you can get started. Let's get into it. Cool, so what I have in front of me is my ad account, and you can see total spend is $15,436. We generated 102 leads, 88 booked calls here, some attributions, but the 91 book calls that we did have were hand counted from my Google Calendar. Our structure is super simple. We've got our testing and performance campaigns. Our testings where we're just spending $150 a day and we're putting new creators in there. Performance is where we're spending a lot more money. We have 2 workshop campaigns and then we have our middle of funnel campaign. So I'm gonna explain to you what our performance campaign looks like that got us majority of these leads. So when I click into my performance campaign, we only have 1 ad set. Just a quick FYI, every single campaign that we run is a lead objective campaign. Don't run anything else. You guys that run traffic and engagement campaigns, cut it out. So lead objective is the way that we roll. Each one of my campaigns is just 1 ad set, super broad. We use Advantage Plus. We have some detailed interest in there. If you want to see a breakdown about this, just go click on my last video and have a watch of it. What you can see when we've sorted it from amount spent is we've got some ads in here, 12 to be exact, and I think the total amount that we currently still have live is about 9 different ads. Now, I want to keep this video concise and impactful for you so that you can replicate this. So I'm going to show you 2 ads that are working really well for us that you can replicate. The first one is my favorite one, and it's a direct response ad. Now, super quick caveat before I go into this. Once again, this is a structure that I used inside of my marketing agency called Dunk for 7 years. 5 of those 7 years, we were a 7-figure a year business. We had a team anywhere between 14 to 20 staff, and I sold that company last year. And one of the things that I believe got us a really good multiple, we got a 3 times multiple on our profit, was the ability for us to have an automated lead generation client acquisition system. And that was built off the back of Meta ads. So it's getting really great results for me now in my current business. It's getting really great results for other members. I've actually printed out some things. Get this ant off of here. This client has added $10,000 in monthly recurring revenue with just $1,000 in ad spend across 2 weeks, $250 cost per acquisition. This client has signed 8 new clients with a total MRR value of $24,000, all on their new ideal packages as well that we helped them build. And that also came from January from paid advertising. Ads are pumping, currently getting a $500 CPA, which is amazing. This agency owner added $25,000 in monthly recurring revenue off of $3,000 in ad spends, and they less than doubled their business in a month. This agency signed up 8 new clients and added about $15K in MRR, again, all from ads. 5 new clients, 40 book calls for February. Ads brought us 3 new big clients. I can kind of go on for ages. We've got a bunch of things printed out here, but I think you get the point. This is fundamental stuff that is best practice in my belief to run meta advertising for marketing agencies. And that's what I'm just trying to encourage you to do. It gave me amazing growth inside of my agency. It's giving amazing growth for so many other agencies as well. And I'm just really trying to be a massive advocate for you to learn how to do it and encourage you to do it as well. So let's have a look at the 2 ads that we're currently running. First ad is what we call a direct response ad, and these are really easy to shoot. It is you talking to camera, explaining to your prospects the problems that they're getting faced with and the solution that you provide. So let's have a watch of this ad. If your marketing agency is doing less than $1 million per year, it's because of 3 main reasons. I'm going to show you exactly what they are. So I always recommend when you are scripting out your ads, which I'll talk about in a second, to call out your market immediately and then just go straight into pain because people resonate heavily with pain. And then go into your system, like your offer, what you do to help people, leverage it with as much proof as you can, and then give them a call to action, which is usually to watch the video on the next page to learn exactly how X thing works. And that's what we're also going to talk about today. But very simple. The very first reason your agency hasn't asked $1 million a year yet is because your operations are chaotic and there is no repeatability. Okay, so that's a really good example. When you first shoot your ads, you're going to sound like a robot. It's going to be really awkward and it might be really unfamiliar, but the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And all we want to do is make sure that we script it. If you do want to see what scripting actually looks like, just go back and watch my last video, because I open up a script and I give you a live example and tell you how we kind of approach making ad creatives. So that's the first one, direct response. It absolutely kills it and you can make so many different versions of it. The second one is a creative strategy that's like, I scaled the shit out of my business with this one piece of creative and we just constantly keep making it. And it is a video testimonial. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen other agencies when they run video testimonial ads, but they have a client in the ad campaign and the client is like a robot. Like they sound like they have a gun to their head and they're really nervous about saying anything about their experience with the agency. So you can do a really bad job of shooting video testimonials. For me, I treat these like fucking gold, okay? If I ever ask a client to shoot a video testimonial for me and they say yes, I'm gonna give them a free month retainer, depending on how big the retainer is. Like if you've got like, for some of our clients, we would have like an $8,500 retainer. We might give them half off of that retainer. If you really want the video, like if we had a big enough client and they would make a big enough impact in terms of the video and if we got to run that in ads, I'd give them the whole month for free just to get that video. You wanna make a really good offer to your clients to get a video. If you do a really good job, sometimes you don't even have to do that. But the most important thing is that you wanna fly out, visit them locally, spend quality time with that client, because it's great to do that regardless, and interview them yourself. We do a very open Q&A style format. It feels open, but it has a framework and we ask very specific questions to get really good answers. And I think that the only person that can do that really well is you. So I highly advise whenever you do want to get a video testimonial that you go and visit the client and you capture it with them yourself. So this is a video of Jay and he tripled his agency in 18 months and Jay did an amazing job. Have a look at some of the answers that he gave. He did an incredible job because he's just such a great guy, but have a look at some of the answers that he gave in the video.
Tried everything, thought I knew it all. I didn't. There was just no framework, no consistency. It's cool, website deal, work 12 weeks. Website deal, work 12 weeks. Yeah, I was stretched. So we found...
Okay, one of the biggest things that he just talked about was like a massive pain point that so many agencies that were in his position were experiencing and currently are experiencing. And that was through a specific line of questioning that we took Jay through and we take everybody through, and we did it all the time for our agency clients to ask them about what was it like before working with us and what was it like in terms of the challenges and problems that you're currently dealing with personally and in the business. Super important stuff. If you get a good video testimonial, these things can absolutely crank and can really be a turning point for your client acquisition. Let's zoom out. What have we just talked about? Very simple meta ad structure and two pieces of creative that I would love for you to be running. Let's talk quickly about where we send this traffic to and how we get people to see an ad, become a lead, and then book in a call. So when we click open this ad, we have a landing page link that we send everybody to. Now, we're not reinventing fire here. This is very standard practice. Again, I go through this in great detail in my last video, but landing pages absolutely kill it for us. We have a VSL on every single page. We talk about the pain that they're going through, the outcomes that they kind of want to see. And for me, I just smash as much proof as I can, because I think the best way to tell anybody as to why they should work with you is just to get other people to do it, because you're biased and people that will sit in front of the camera and tell you about their experience are unbiased. So it's kind of hard to debate that your shit works. So put as much proof as you can, and then you want to have a simple lead form. Name, number, and email is all you want to really ask for, which is what I do, and then just ask them about revenue levels. Usually when you're getting started, you ask less questions. As you do start to scale up and get great results with your ads, you ask more questions to filter out the bad clients. I get a lot of questions like, what does your actual structure look like in the back end? So this is what it looks like. We use a platform called Go High Level. When I was building my agency, initially we used ClickFunnels, and that was great. And now Go High Level is pretty much ClickFunnels. And we have a very a simple 3-step formula. So it's the landing page as the opt-in. I definitely recommend running a split test. I know I'm not running one right now, but you could run a split test and find some incredible results on your variation page, and it could be like double the conversions. The second step is a book call page. It's super simple, it's super basic. You've literally just got your title and then your calendar. And then you got your thank you page. And a lot of people miss this step, but the thank you page should have another video telling the prospect that just booked in on the next steps to take. And then beneath that, it should have some more videos around maybe your approach or philosophy toward helping X market get X outcome, as well as more video testimonials that they might not have watched on the first page, but now they're keen to watch them on the last page because they've just booked a call in with you. Okay, great. I hope that made sense. Now what I want to do is go back into my ad account and talk about the thing that I mentioned before about the 2 different offers, okay? So we just talked about a direct response funnel. It is something that I get a lot of marketing agencies to go through first. It gets incredible results. But they work well, but have some downfalls where you will experience higher cost per leads, cost per book calls, and cost per new clients closes if you don't have trust or you haven't built up any type of affinity in your prospects toward you yet. And the piece that you can add is an organic content strategy, which I'm not going to talk about today, but it's massive. It was massive for us back in the day, massive for us today, and for so many other agencies. But if you do want to get people into your world and you do want to increase their know, like, and trust factor in you, something that we have been doing, and I just want to explain it because it was a part of our strategy across the last 30 days, is this workshop funnel. We did this workshop funnel and I have been loving these things. Like, they're so much fun for people to dip their toe into your world and get to know a little bit more about you by inviting them to join you for a 3-hour workshop to learn a very specific thing. So last month we ran a workshop, it was called Operation Overhaul. It was a blast, so much fun. We had 40 people attend the workshop. We talked about picking their market and message, which is massive for running ads. We talked about the packaging of their services, so how to find and productize their cash cow service, and how to save 10 plus hours per week inside of their schedule. So we had some really great activities that we took everybody through. We did it across 3 hours, a bunch of fun, a bunch of great questions, and a bunch of trust built up in me for some prospects that know they need help and don't want to pull the trigger because, like, honestly, a lot of people in any kind of space, you'll be like, I don't know if you're just like a scammer or if I can really trust you or if I'd invest my time into you. But a really low level commitment, like a $100 ticket to invest into attending a workshop to learn a cool thing that you're interested in learning, is a really good first step into someone's world. And that is exactly what we've been doing. We've been doing this for the last 5 months. And I think the real reason why I enjoy it so much is because it does separate you when you do something like this, because it is outside of an ad. It is very personal. It is very like one-to-one in certain aspects. You are reading the chat. You are responding to people live. It builds up some deeper form of connection. And the last thing is that if your workshop's good, you actually help them before they even commit to working with you. And that's like the most important thing about workshops, is they have to be effing good. It can't be like a 45-minute, disguised webinar / pitch where you're just like value stacking. Like, that's gonna piss everybody off. I hate those things. All I wanna do is say, this is exactly what we're gonna talk about. If you want extra help, here's a link, but that's it. And then the 3 hours is just like intense workshops, worksheets designed to get people results. We're actually doing one on the 18th. If you're watching this video before the 18th and you wanna learn about how to get leads with meta ads, that's all the workshop's about. It's literally deep diving into this stuff, which I'm really pumped about. So you can keep an eye out. If you want to attend, you can attend, and you can see what it's like. You can see where we can jam out. If you're watching this after the 18th, don't ask us about it. You missed it. Keep an eye out for the next one. But if the workshop's good and good value, then you can make a really great impact later on people's lives. And then whether they work with you now or they just come back later, it's still great trust and equity that you built up in your market. Okay, so the next step is really important, but just to recap on what we've talked about so far, we've talked about the meta structure. We've talked about a simple campaign layout that you can follow. Some really great creatives that are killing it for us. Landing page flows. We've talked about the 2 different offers, direct response and the workshops. Now what's super important is how you can get started with launching ads into your agency. So let's get into the 6 steps that I would love for you to follow. Okay, step number 1 is we are going to calendar block. Something that's super important for me to operate my entire life is to make sure that I have events scheduled out in my week so that they get done. There's 2 events that we're gonna block into your calendar, and the first event is scripting. So in my calendar here, I've got a very simple layout. I usually do all my work in the mornings. 8 to 11 a.m. is when I do all my scripting for organic and paid ads. And I highly recommend that you are scripting new ads out at least every single week and then shooting every single fortnight, at least. If you can do it more frequently, then that's great. But 8 to 11 a.m. is when I do a lot of my scripting. Then I have a time block out for shooting, which is 10:30 to 12 on Tuesday and Wednesday. All I want you to do is find a 90-minute time slot to block into your calendar for scripting and a 90-minute time slot to block into your calendar for shooting. If you feel like you need more time for shooting, go for it, man. 90 minutes is just like a baseline, but if you need to do more, then do more. All we want to do is block this time out in your calendar, and if we're going to get started with this stuff next week, we've got it scheduled in, and it means it's going to get done. The second step is scripting out your ads. So how do I get started with all this stuff? How do I know what to say? All we want to do is open up a Google Doc. All I do is open up a Google Doc and I just start writing, man. Find people's ad libraries and go look at some creative inspiration as to what people are running. Like whoever you look up to, go see their ads. If you want to go have a look at my ad library and break down how I'm structuring my scripts, then you can go for that as well. But all I do is I open up a Google Doc and I write out a hook, I write out a body, and I write out a CTA. And there's, elements to making a really good script. There's your script, which is gonna absolutely suck. Dude, it's gonna suck. You're gonna do the worst video ever, and you're gonna look back on it in 3 months or 6 months or 12 months when you do get ads going for yourself, and you're gonna be like, what am I saying? Why do I sound like that? Why do I look like that? Why is my voice like that? Everybody goes through it. Everybody's first set of videos is awful, but you cannot bypass that. You have to go through it. Get started with it now, get it out of the way now so that you can start to reap the rewards when a massive buying period comes up, like end of financial year that's coming around the corner, or the end of the year. Get good at it now so you can get all your learnings out of the way, and then you can start reaping the rewards later on. So scripting out ads, this is how I do it. I open up a Google Doc and I just go absolutely ham. Whatever comes to my mind, I write out. The next thing is shooting. So the big mistake that people make with shooting, this is step number 3, is that they don't go and buy the gear and bring it all in-house. They go get like a contractor, or they like set up like a low quality, they don't have a mic, they don't have a camera. Go invest in the gear. If you are not investing in camera equipment to make content on an ongoing basis in 2026, you, my friend, are gonna have a really hard time growing your business. There's an argument to even say nowadays, especially for agencies that are really achieving some scale, you want to get into more acquisition and outer delivery. Obviously, everybody knows that. But at the end of the day, all we really want to turn ourselves into is a content creator, not a business owner. Now, take that with a grain of salt. You need to manage your business, obviously. You're too small not to. But a lot of us need to move into the role of becoming a content creator. And so many of us aren't. And then we're experiencing huge plateaus. Business is slowing down and it's killing your growth because other people that are applying it are taking all the clients, okay? And you're not. So getting the camera gear and investing into that equipment so you can shoot it on an ongoing basis and make the habit easy will ensure that you get this stuff done. Fourth thing, we want to build out a simple go high level landing page flow. 3 pages, build out your opt-in page, your schedule page, and your confirmation page. It's super simple, it's super easy to do. Your first pages are going to look like crap, and the more trust and assets that you get and the better you get at designing on go high level, the better results you'll start to get. The 5th thing is we want to build a lead objective campaign. Don't create anything else. If you want to see more details about how to build out these campaigns, go have a look at my last video. I go into it in a little bit more detail around like campaign ad sets and ads and what to choose. I guess in regards to what works for me, you can do whatever you want, but building a lead objective campaign is the next thing. And then the 6th and final thing is we want to launch these ads and expect no results. The biggest mistake that you can expect is that your effort will be rewarded in business, and it never will be, my friend. When you shoot your ads, they are going to flop. All I need you to do is to shoot new sets of ads that next week. Rescript, reshoot, say it with better conviction, and continue to cycle it through. The way you get great results, the way I get great results inside of my community, is we just constantly make iterations and know what to iterate on so that you can start to see improvements within your creators and start to see improvements within your ads. If you do not make iterations and you stop shooting ad creators, don't expect to get any kind of results. Anything good takes time. Give it time. That's all I have to say. Those are the 6 steps. Oh my goodness, look at this guy. Look at him. Boom. He's loving what I'm picking up and putting down in this video. He's getting a front row seat. What am I gonna call you? I feel like I wanna say Wally because I watched Wally last night, but Wally's already taken. I'm gonna call you Fred. Thanks, Fred, for joining us. Okay, so that's it. Those are the 6 steps to getting this thing started, and I really hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If I haven't covered something and you want more detail around it, just let me know in the comments and we'll make a video around that topic. We're doing videos every single week. If you're watching this video before the 18th, have a check out of thanks Fred, have a check out of our workshop that we're hosting next Wednesday, and you can join us and learn exactly how we are running this workshop and running all these ads. He's great, he's really interested in me. All right, man, cool. Well, that's it for today's video, and we're signing off. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments, and I'll see you next week. Say bye, Fred. Bye.